Hello and welcome to ViewPoint. We're here with the IAM's organizing director, Don Barker. Don, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Excellent. So there's nothing like jumping feet first into something, and since you just became the organizing director and we had a full swing campaign going on at South Carolina Boeing, it seems like that's exactly what you did. Tell me a little bit, how's it going in South Carolina?
Well, right now in South Carolina, we're still in the education phase of the campaign. This is a long-term campaign. Even though we've been involved down there for a couple of years now, we still have a ways to go, but we're working toward our goal.
Now, I think there's a lot of misconceptions out there right now. How did the Machinists end up in South Carolina? Because from what I'm told, we were called there. We were asked to come.
Absolutely true. Some of the employees there realized that the difference in what they were making and what other Boeing facilities were paying because of contracts with the Machinists Union, they were being left behind. And so they did contact us, and we started our campaign down there.
And talk about the group we're trying to organize. How many members? Are they mostly men and mostly women, or do we have families down there?
Yeah, it's a combination of both. There's about 2,500 people in the unit there in Charleston, South Carolina, that's primarily assembly on the 787 aircraft. And it's all sectors across. There are women, men, young women, people, 50, 60, so pretty much across the spectrum.
Tell me why the workers reached out to us. I mean, the argument from the other side is that Boeing's a big company, they'll take care of the workers in South Carolina. There was no reason to do this.
Probably the biggest issue down there is the lack of dignity and respect on the shop floor. The managers down there have the ability just to run roughshod over their employees, and that's what they do. And so probably the main reason they contacted us is they wanted to have a little bit more say in what goes on in the workforce, as well be treated a little more fairly.
But that's the part I don't understand. That's the disconnect, especially for someone like me. These are some of the most highly skilled workers in the state, and yet you have a lot of people on the opposite side saying, well, they shouldn't be able to decide whether or not they want to join a union. I don't understand.
Yeah, and probably the misnomer is this is the best job they've ever had. And so when you look at the other side as a management side that believe this is the best job you've ever had, you shouldn't complain. You should just take what we give you and be happy with the scraps.
But scraps is not what we're after here. What are we after?
Well, we're after equality in the workforce. The only equality, no matter if you're in South Carolina or if you're in Texas or if you're in Washington, is through collective bargaining. Everyone that possesses the skills to do that type of work should be equally paid.
And that's all we're looking for, a fair deal, a fair contract, that sort of thing. There's nothing devious going on that they keep talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. We just want a fair shake. Right now, we should have the right to have a choice. And so that choice should be free of intimidation and free from harassment. So all we're asking is that Boeing not harass or intimidate their employees and let them choose for themselves.
Well, a lot of people say we shouldn't be in the South, but this union was founded in the South. As far as we're concerned, this is a perfect match. Aerospace, Southern workers, American dream family situation here with the contract.
That's our home, and all we're doing is trying to bring our brothers and sisters home.
Well, if you turn on the radio in South Carolina or the TV, you quickly find out that Governor Haley is not happy with what's going on. She's not happy that we're there, that any union is there. Why all the animosity towards us? Did we do something to her that I don't know about?
No, we did not. And it's just because that she feels that way about us isn't necessarily the way that everyone feels about us there. We're growing support in the community there as well, not only with the politicians, but with other people in the community, simply because we are in an education phase and people are starting to understand that we are more than just wanting to fight. We're about a partnership working with the workers and employers together to make it better for everyone. We understand that without a productive workforce, the employer can't stay in business. And if the employer can't stay in business, it does us no good either. We have to work together in order to build the product on time, on schedule, at cost, in order so that we can all survive.
So what's next for the campaign in South Carolina?
We're continually reaching out on an individual basis as well as group basis with the employees there so that we can educate them on the benefits of union membership with the idea of getting them to an election so that they can make a choice.
If I'm a South Carolina worker, I'm there, I'm considering whether to go union or not, what's your advice to me? What's your words of wisdom?
The easiest thing to do is just research. The availability out there right now is unbelievable. You can go find almost anything you want to find, and you can find, without a doubt, that being a member of the Machinists Union is the best way to go.
Well, Don, thank you so much for talking with us. We appreciate you stopping by the studio.
Thank you.
And that's it for this edition of ViewPoint. For more information, you can log on to our website at goiem.org or check us out on Facebook and learn about the campaign there. See you next time.